Hi everyone and welcome back to my trash channel. Long time no see. I know it's been a while. I don't really have much of an excuse other than school, but I'm gonna try get into writing again. And I don't mean like a vid every few days cause that will just burn me out and I won't post for another 10 years, but I mean I'm not gonna make you wait 28 months for another upload. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this one shot as much as I enjoyed making it. Kiyumi grabs his water bottle from the bench and heads towards a door at the opposite end of the room. He and his teammates had just stopped for a short break and various quick sips from his bottle throughout the day had drained his litter bottle empty. His teammates however decided that goofing around with a volleyball was the best way to spend their short break. At least the can of Red Bull he watched the 3 chug a few minutes ago was not going to waste. Yet that didn't make them less idiotic. At least the competent ones sat down to rest on a bench and chat. Kiyumi stepped out into the hallway, walked to the nearest water fountain and he froze, his bottle hovering inches below the faucet. Not you again. They weren't in the hallway earlier, so how were they there now? He placed his bottle down and rubbed his eyes, but when he reopened them, they were still there. A shiver went down his spine. This place must be cursed too. Halloween is doing something to the world. First the local market, next his favorite grocery store that he now refuses to shop at, and now they are here to terrorize him even at practice. They hadn't eyes yet, but Kiyumi could still feel them staring at him. He hated Halloween. Refilling his bottle was now a thought of the past as he awkwardly walked backwards towards the gym, keeping his eyes glued to his greatest enemy. They got into the hallway somehow. Who knows? They might just grow legs and chase after him if he lets them out of his sight. Hinata walks into the gym with a semi-puzzled look on his face as he joins his teammates grouped together towards the middle of the room. Anyone know where there's a load of pumpkins in the hallway? He gestures towards the door he had just come from. I saw them too when I came in this morning. I was gonna say something but then I forgot. Oh, do you think someone's bought them to decorate the gym for Halloween? Coach said something about our younger fans liking to come here for trick-or-treating. How cute is that? Coach hasn't said anything to me about buying pumpkins. Oh, they are mine. Atsumu looks up from his phone when he realizes the topic of conversation. They are yours? All of them. Hinata somehow looks even more puzzled than before. Yeah? What in the world do you need 20 pumpkins for? Halloween. He says like he was stating the obvious. And? I can't cook for shit. Not like I'm gonna be sitting down to enjoy 20 portions of pumpkin pie while watching horror movies. You'd get a lot more than 20 portions with how many you have. Is pumpkin stew a thing? Or like pumpkin soup? I could make that if I try hard enough. Wait, never mind, that sounds disgusting. He smirks. Actually, eating pumpkin pie and watching horror movies does sound like fun. With whipped cream and sprinkles. He pauses. I might just be a genius. Oh, do you think I could try some? I still can't cook. Wouldn't it technically be baking? Is pumpkin pie sweet? I think so. Or bake. Shoyo squints. Then how do you plan on making pumpkin pie? Buy it or something? I don't know. So, why the pumpkins? To finish decorating my apartment. Me and Samu used to buy like 10 pumpkins every year to carve them. I love decorating, but mostly the pumpkin carving part. Last year I bought them too soon and they went moldy before I had time to carve them. 20 pumpkins though. You can have a couple if you want. Thanks. I haven't bought any yet. As long as you help carry them up the apartment stairs. Bakuto laughs. Of course there's a catch. Atsumu carefully knocks on his neighbor's apartment door, a sizable object balanced unstably on his hand behind his back. Omi, open up. He repeats the knock. Omi-kun. He squints at the door, his impatient side already taking over as his knocks immediately become more aggressive. Omi. In a moment of agitation he fiddles with the doorknob, trying to cause more noise and annoy Kiyumi into opening the door. Yet to his surprise, the door unlatches and slightly opens. Oh, it's unlocked. He shoves the door completely open, revealing Kiyumi sitting on his couch and glaring at Sumu's way. One of his hands holds a bag of popcorn whilst the other clutches onto a TV remote almost aggressively. What? Why didn't you open the door for me? He questions with an over-exaggerated scrunch to his nose and closes the door behind himself. Figured you'd get in eventually. And I told you to call me whenever you wanted to come over. Why? In case you were busy? Atsumu winks and the scowl on Kiyumi's face appears far less threatening. Kiyumi prayed that Atsumu's intent was to be overly cheesy and embarrassing. I hope someone drops a ton of weights on your head. Oh, how romantic, Omi. Can I come sit next to ya? You're going to anyways. So can I sit next to ya? No. Atsumu kicks off his shoes and walks in Kiyumi's direction before sitting down cross-legged beside him, both his hands now holding the object behind his back. The distance between them would usually be considered too close for comfort for Kiyumi, but by now, he was more than used to it, so long as it was Atsumu. Oh, look at that. I can see into the future. Atsumu smiles and Kiyumi, although reluctantly, couldn't help but let one slip too. Where were you at practice today? At practice? Atsumu shakes his head. You barely said a word me. And that somehow equates to me not being at practice. How? Where do you keep running off at breaks? Believe it or not, I don't need to be in your pocket at all times. But I missed you, Omi. Months ago. Annoying remarks like this one would be considered meaningless, just Atsumu teasing him in a way he did with every other teammate. But somewhere during those months they became a little more real. They both felt it, yet neither said anything. It wasn't like they were dating, nothing near close to that, just a mutual acknowledgement of feelings that were unlike those of a teammate or a friend. It was that which allows Atsumu to casually rest his knee against Kiyumi's as he sits beside him, or how he bursts into Kiyumi's apartment with little notice whenever he pleases and Kiyumi doesn't care. In fact, he likes it. And I want to roll your face in mud on a daily basis. How cute. Kiyumi scowls. Why are you here? Oh right, I made something for you. Atsumu remembers the reason he came to Sakusa's apartment in the first place, other than to annoy him. He allows the object behind his back to settle down on the empty couch behind him whilst he swiftly pulls a different, smaller, item from his pocket. Look. A fake candle? Atsumu flicks the switch beneath the candle with a misleading smile. No way, it has a shitty light inside. Yeah, so negative, Omi. No, your little candle just sucks. S for Halloween. Too bad, I hate it. You don't have any decorations. Plus is just a little candle. Where's the Halloween spirit? He glares at Kiyumi. Are you and your dollar store candle done here? If so, leaving would be greatly appreciated. S poor feelings, Omi. He's only young. Don't listen to him. He's just a bully. He rubs the top of the candle affectionately, an awfully wide grin on his face. So when are you leaving? You really think you're getting rid of me so easily? You underestimate me, Omi-kun. I'm not done yet. Atsumu balances the candle on Kiyumi's knee and reaches behind himself to grab the object he had placed down. Excitedly, he pulls it in front of him and, look, Omi, is ya horror. The Halloween gods really must hate him. They won't leave him alone. Now they're even here in his apartment to curse him with this monster of a pumpkin that's supposed to resemble himself. What? Omi is not that bad. Why are you staring at it like that? Of course Atsumu brought it here. He must be working with the Halloween gods. He is a sinful person after all. He should have known all along that Atsumu just wants to witness his demise. Using his hands, Kiyumi stumbles his way to the opposite end of the couch, knocking the candle off his leg in the process. Oi, watch out, will ya? That's fragile. With a snide, he leans over to pick it up. Oh, is made out of some thick plastic. You could probably hit it with a baseball bat and it'd be fine. Don't though. Kiyumi's hands cling to the couch whilst his eyes focus on his foe. One slight movement and he'd either be out the door or punching the beast to death. His reaction wasn't quite clear yet. Omi, what's wrong with ya? Come on. I tried my best, you know. He leans sideways to get a better look at his finest art piece. I think Pumpkin Omi is quite cute. I'd call him Pump Omi, but I don't think that rolls off the tongue very well, you know. Now what are you freaking out about? He even comes with a mask and hand sanitizer. Get that thing out of my apartment right now. Kiyumi, now perched up on the edge of the couch, clings for dear life to the fabric to refrain from falling off. He had seen many pumpkins in his time, but this was by far his greatest rival. I know his frown is a little wonky, but give me some credit. The eyebrows are on point. I don't care, just get it out. Omi, you're overreacting. It's not like I invited a bear over to have dinner with you. Actually, I think bow and show coming over might scare you even more than a bear. It's looking at me. Whatever did I do wrong? What are you on about? Here look. It gets better. Already in his hand, he flicks the candle on and opens the lid to his pumpkin and carefully slots it inside. That's what the candle was for. Its mouth and eyes glowed from the inside as it stared at him, securing a look of terror onto Kiyumi's face. Look how much better he looks now. Kiyumi glances up to Atsumu. Leave. Omi, I made him for you. Is a gift. I don't care. Leave. Instead of moving, Atsumu watches how Kiyumi instantly stares back down at the pumpkin in his lap and how he takes a strong gulp as a shiver runs down his spine. Click. Atsumu's mouth opens into an O shape. Something must have clicked in his mind as a mischievous smirk followed suit. You're not scared of him, are ya? Atsumu grins as he watches Kiyumi snap out of his trance-like state, quick to defend himself as he tries to make his position appear natural. Another gulp. What? No. Then why were you quivering like a little bitch at the end of the couch then? Quivering? I wasn't shaking at all. He's just ugly as shit. Aha. Atsumu grabs the pumpkin from both sides and jolts it in towards Kiyumi, who pulls back in a rush. He'd have fallen off the couch if it wasn't for his concerningly tight grip. The fuck? Atsumu laughs as he pulls his arms back in and Pumpkin Omi along with them. You're scared of him. I'm not. I just don't wanna touch him. I knew it. That's why you were acting all weird when you came back into the gym earlier today. You were acting fishy. And the fishy was you being scared of all my pumpkins in the hallway. How'd you manage to even be scared of pumpkins? They were your pumpkins? So you were scared of them? What, of course not. Just get out. I'm busy. Kiyumi shuffles forwards and hugs his knees whilst he glares at Atsumu, who shoots him an expected smirk. Shut up and get out. Atsumu laughs. Fine. But Pumpkin Omi gets to stay here. You guys need bond. No, we will not be staying here. He'll get lonely. I still have a bunch more pumpkins to carve, you know. I promise. He's harmless. Kiyumi scowls at him whilst Atsumu continues to chuckle through his breath. You're not funny. Yes I am. Get out. I am. Calm your tits. Just let me use your bathroom real quick. Use your own. Yours is closer. Your apartment is literally right next door. Leave. Atsumu uncrosses his legs and steps off of the couch with the pumpkin in his arms that he cradles like a baby. I need a piss. I'll only be quick. And Pumpkin Omi needs to take his first dump. You're taking that thing with you? Atsumu starts to walk towards Kiyumi's bathroom. He'd been in Kiyumi's apartment far more times than he had been invited, so he knew the layout perfectly well. What? Would you rather I leave you alone with him? Kiyumi doesn't reply. He glares at him through his brows and Atsumu laughs at him. That's what I thought. Kiyumi groans whilst his tired body cradles his covers. He squeezes them tight before opening his eyes. He inhales a breath of air as he pulls his body up into a seating position where he rubs his eyes and reads the numbers on his alarm clock. 2:23 a.m. He sighs. Of course his bladder had to interrupt his valuable sleep. Reluctantly, he sticks a single leg out of bed and stands up. He rubs his eyes again, but as they reopened he was met with a terrible fright. A pumpkin. Not just any pumpkin. The pumpkin that Atsumu had made for him last night. A cheap candle lights its insides and highlights its murderous eyes and wicked teeth. This must be how it all ends. Just one look at that thing and you can tell it was sent from hell. Kiyumi doesn't speak. Instead, he rushes over to his closet and tugs a hoodie from it. He slides it over his bare chest before darting out of his bedroom. He battles the lock on his door for a moment, frantically glancing back to his bedroom every other second to see if the beast had decided to follow, but eventually he manages to pry it open and slam it closed. Knocks on a certain neighbor's door came soon after. Atsumu. He shouts at his door before desperately leaning his hand to grab the door handle, but before he could even touch it the door clicks and opens. What? The opened door reveals a tired and delicate Atsumu who rubs his eyes, adorably. But as soft and lovable as Atsumu may have looked, there was no time to waste studying his features. His life was on the line. Let me in. Wait. Instead of waiting to be let in, Kiyumi barges into Atsumu's apartment. Holy fuck. I told you to wait, damn it. Kyumi should have known Atsumu's apartment would be far more infested than his own. Around 15 pumpkins stare at them from Atsumu's kitchen, each with oddly shaped mouths that could ravage them both at any moment. Maybe this is how they both go out. Atsumu closes his door and yawns. Don't close the door. But is cold. He squints. Before Kyumi could finish his sentence, Atsumu grabs his arm and pulls him further into the room and towards his bedroom. Kyumi is too busy staring where Atsumu's hand made contact with his arm to notice the door shut. There's no pumpkins in here. Yeah, fine. Atsumu clicks on a lamp and immediately lays back onto his bed. He pats the space next to him and lets his eyes rest for a moment beneath his eyelids. Come here. Hold on. I didn't come here to sleep over. You don't have to sleep. We can just talk. I'm about to fall asleep though. Gulping, he complies, laying down beside Atsumu. Awkwardly, of course. Thank you for barging into my apartment in the middle of the night. Kyumi doesn't reply. He just watches Atsumu shuffle under his covers and roll over onto his side to face him. Yeah, lucky I fell asleep on the couch, or I wouldn't have heard ya. Wearily, he grumbles. Did Pumpkin Omi scare ya? He laughs mockingly, but with that tired cute face he had on, Kyumi found it hard to find it annoying. Yet still he scrunches his nose and turns his head away. I'll take that as a yes. I'm sorry he scared ya. Well, only a little bit. When did you even have the chance to put it in my room? When I used your bathroom. I'm surprised you didn't notice it sooner. What? No, you didn't. I would have seen it when I went to bed. Did you break into my apartment or something? Atsumu laughs. You wish. I guess you just must have been really tired. Maybe. There's a moment of silence before Kyumi eventually turns back around to face him. Why did you buy so many of those things? Despite his recent rush of adrenaline, he feels oddly calm. It probably had something to do with Atsumu's soft eyes smiling at him. Pumpkins? He smiles. Why else? Carve them, of course. But they end up just going moldy. Don't remind me. Last year was tragic. How? I do not want to talk about it. Alright. Fine. Atsumu grumbles and pulls his sheets up into his neck. They went moldy before I could carve them. I thought you said you didn't wanna talk about it. Shut, kid. Kyumi snorts quietly. Why'd you have to bring them into the gym though? I didn't want them to get moldy in my car and the gym has AC. I'd rather you kept them in your car than let them terrorize me. Actually, you should have just left them at the grocery store. But they were calling me Omi. Especially with their price tags. They were practically begging to come home with me. Maybe you should have asked them beforehand. Don't worry, I did. Atsumu lifts his covers up and climbs out of them. It's too warm under there. His eyes flutter close for a second before he playfully smirks. So why are you afraid of pumpkins then? Kyumi scoffs, an embarrassed pigment highlighting on his cheeks. I'm not. Don't bullshit me, kiddo. Now spill. Is such a weird fear to have. You think I don't know that? Let me state the obvious without being scrutinized. You bully. Kyumi gulps, looks off to the far side of the room, then looks back at Atsumu. Trauma. Oh. Is it bad? Of course it's bad. I'm scared of pumpkins for fuck's sake. Is it personal? Not really. Then what then? Kyumi clutches his forehead, as if it's a headache to even think about it. A certain nuisance, also known as my sister. You have a sister? I did. Too bad I killed her. What? Irrelevant. Anyways, every Halloween from when I was around 4 or 5 she used to carve out a pumpkin and then wear it just to scare me while I was playing with my little cars. Which was kinda like really scary for 5-year-old me. I'd be minding my own business when all of a sudden this monster would start chasing me and giving me death threats. She'd also leave pumpkins all around my room and I was scared one was gonna come to live and eat me. Atsumu holds back a laugh. This isn't funny. I'm not laughing. Yeah, sister just sounds like fun. And like a tease. Yeah, I'm glad I stabbed her with a pitchfork when I turned 8. What? He interrupts. I'm kidding. Unfortunately she's still alive. I thought she was actually dead for a second then Omi. Then you're an idiot. Atsumu scoffs. But also, you know those remote control cars? He nods. Well, my sister got 2 for Christmas one year, and for some reason that same day my mother decided to make pumpkin pie or something. I don't really remember. But my sister decided to terrify me by putting a pumpkin on top of one and making it chase me around the house. I think I died a little that day. Atsumu couldn't help but let out a laugh at the serious expression on Kayumi's face. I told you it's not funny. She even put one of those shitty speakers in it and made it chant something like I'm gonna kill you over and over again. It also didn't help that one of the cars she got wasn't even an actual car. It was one of those spider car things. You seen them? Atsumu shakes his head. It's just a remote control spider. It can climb up walls and shit too. I couldn't tell you how many pumpkins have fallen on my head because of that thing. Atsumu lets out a light laugh. You talk so serious about it, Omi. It's hardly my fault I have an subconscious fear that every pumpkin I see is gonna grow legs and try to kill me. I was like 8. That's scary for an 8-year-old. But also funny. Atsumu smiles and grabs Kayumi's arm while he scoffs. Don't you worry. Pumpkin Omi 2.0 will be chasing you down the stairs next Halloween. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking yes. He'll even have a speaker with my voice and a fake little knife from the dollar store. How cute would that be? If you do that, you'll be meeting my sister a lot sooner than you think. You said she wasn't dead. Neither are you, yet. Stop with the death threats or I'll kill you. Stop existing and I won't have to kill you. No pumpkins next Halloween. What? But I love pumpkins. Just carve a turnip or something. Or just stay away from me. The turnip it is then. On a remote control spider. You really want to make me relive the trauma. Either that or you're just really keen on dying. My goal is to make Pumpkin Omi make real Omi cry. Fine then. Enjoy being impaled with a pitchfork. You bastard. Fin. Happy Halloween. Hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what y'all thought of that intermission thingy because I smiled like a bitch every time I saw it and I don't know why. Other than that I don't really know what to say. I never do. Ideas for future vids in the comments are always appreciated and you should join my Discord server. Why? Because it's dead? Why? Cause I haven't uploaded in 4 months. But you should join because I'm amazing and you're almost as amazing as me, so my server is perfect for you. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.